This video is about a pick that I went on recently. Actually, it was about a week ago in Quitman, Texas. The story on this one was that it was a family farm was being sold, and everybody had been storing stuff in the barn. This was grandparents, parents, uncles, and aunts. The entire family had some kind of stuff that they had held on to that they put into the barn. And the story on the Asian stuff was that this stuff was had belonged to an uncle that lived in Japan for a couple of decades, and they were selling the contents because they had sold the house or sold the farm, and everything needed to be removed. Here's a cool Art Deco piece of glass. This, without the insert, generally goes for about $80 or $90. You can rarely find. Now this one has a little inclusion there and has a small nick up in here, but you can never find the insert on these. This is a piece of Jalisco pottery, probably 1930s, maybe 1950s, Mexican. It's got this impressed design in. I think that's probably going to be about a $40 pot. This is a instant censer. I think that this one might not have had a lid. I'm hoping that I discover that it doesn't have a lid, because it's missing if it is, and that would greatly affect the price. But it's very heavy bronze, and at the price that I was having to pay for this stuff, I wanted it rather than leaving it. This is an iron inkwell, perfect condition, probably 1880s or so. A cloisonne sensor. I think these are maybe $20-$25. Now this is the goddess of agriculture, Ceres, and she has a near to a break right there on the implement, on the hoe. And had I seen that, I would have left that behind. It's spelter. It's not bronze, made to look like bronze. It's cast zinc. Generally, I avoid this red cut to clear Bohemian glass, but there were 3 pieces, and I was getting everything at a really good price. It's almost disgusting how little I had to pay for it. This mid-century modern Scandinavian, it's silver plate. They still go for like $10 a piece. This is believe it or not, this is a kimono hook, and I believe that this is an old one. If it is, it's worth a substantial amount of money. That I'm probably going to backstock that until I can figure out what it actually is. This is 170 grams of Mexican opal. That's probably $100 worth of opal. I believe it was this piece of glass that was actually uranium glass. These two look like they were, but they actually weren't. This I had to buy because I couldn't identify it. And I learned, because I had it, I was able to learn that it was a soy sauce pot. The Blinko bowl here, probably $70 at this market. Now this is Meiji period, meaning that it's, I think, pre-1914. It is an altar vase, a temple vase, and this I believe would be about $900. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try at $9. This is part to a reliquary, for housing religious artifacts. This, there's a design on here, and then there's a lip to hold the glass, and I think that this is just the top part. It's about 3.5 pounds of bronze, and it's very, very gothic. I figure somebody will pick this up and repurpose it. I'll probably get around $40 for it. These are a couple of Asian trays that nest in each other. I've become a tray guy, and I'll explain that in a minute. But this is a bonsai planter. I think that this is probably $120 or so. I got this, and then the one with the feet here, this camp stove Dutch oven. I got that one. I paid $50 for that, and I did that because I've got another one. They're both BSR. They both capacity about 3 gallons, probably $300 a piece. This octagonal, it's not quite octagonal. It's 12 sides, whatever that is. But that's Middle Eastern in design. That is about $12 tray table, and this oval one is also Middle Eastern, and it weighs about 12 pounds as well. And I got all of these things. I think that I think that's all of it, and I paid $250 total for everything. This, I believe, you know, the marks on the back, I couldn't get it translated, but I'm gonna put $125 on this, just because I think it's a head vase. You know, you put a plant on it, it looks like hair, but this is Oni, who is a mythical figure from Japanese mythology. I know this because I've got a Netsuke that is an Oni, and the story is that he is so disgusted by his appearance that he keeps cutting off his horns, and they generally show him with a mirror, looking in a mirror and feeling the top of his head, because the horns always grow back. And it's kind of funny because this one had been broken and it's mended, but it's a very close mend. I'm still going to try to pull 125 out of that. I think that it's early enough. I think that it's probably 1920s or so. I just get that feeling, and I haven't been able, Google Lens hasn't pulled up an exact copy of it. This plate, I believe, is also Meiji period, and I think that somewhere in the $60 to $80 range, in order to sell it in today's market, is about where that's going to go. But all of this, I had to go about 45 miles to get this, and I was sent on a mission by a friend who wanted me to go and pick up a couple of genie bottles, hobnail, purple. You know, in the mid-century modern glass, purple is kind of a difficult color, and she wanted to send me after those. And I looked at what was being advertised on Facebook Marketplace, and they had some really nice looking stuff. So I went out on that mission, and I found all of this, and the people were really highly motivated, and I left a lot of value behind. You know, I just was too excited about what I was getting, and I missed a tremendous piece. Somebody had already called on a piece of Majolica, the huge one. I think it was Thomas Meakin or Minton. But this is what a $250 pick looks like. And I got this in Quitman, Texas, one of my favorite places to buy stuff. I've made a couple of good finds out there. I have some photographs that I'll be putting in another video. But that's it for this one, and I'll be posting another one this evening about a pick that I went on just a couple of days ago in Fruitvale, Texas. All right, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you hit the subscribe button. Thank you.